the bundle this week has been the BB cream, the contour stick, the eye primer, and a blush. Those are for those really light days when you're going to throw on sunglasses, be outside all day. You just want a light makeup look, right? Maybe throw some mascara on. Maybe not if you're going to wear sunglasses all day. But I want to show you a new way to put on the primer because it's literally so much easier. Like, you have no idea. It's going to blow your mind. And I've swapped out the contour stick for the peach palette. I swapped it out because I want to show you a new blush technique that is ombre blush. And I really love it. Okay, so you still get your contour. This palette is a little bit more than the contour stick, so you're paying like $6 more, but you get highlights and blush, and you can create like all the really great eye looks with this palette too. Okay, so let's do my eye primer first. I actually am going to order a new one today because mine is really, okay, so it's low, but I just want a fresh one. I've had this one for like over a year. I left it open last week or earlier this week for 24 hours, so it kind of got dry a little bit. But it still works, but yeah, I don't know. So in the pictures yesterday that I posted in my story, I asked, can you see the difference? There was a majority of people who said they could not see a difference with this eye primer. They cray-cray. They didn't know what they were looking for, right? But it dramatically makes a difference, especially on my lids. Now, if you have dark circles under your eyes or you have bags or anything like that, this is going to be a game changer for you. For me, you might not notice as big of a difference until you see it on my eyelids because I have very dark, I don't know why, like the dark circles that people have down here, I have all over my lid. I'm not sure why that happens, but it is, okay? So this is the new concealer buffing brush from Farmasi. It's $8.90 and it's literally incredible for concealer. But yesterday I tried it because I was off camera, right? And then if I botched it or it was dumb, and then I didn't need it. But I tried it with this brush and it was literally incredible because the brush is really soft. Now, you do have to wash it every time. You couldn't like just leave it after you use it and then do nothing with it, right? So let's just put it on. I didn't do any of my under eye makeup, so I will have to do that too. You see how it's already really brightening up right there where I put that? You can really see it compared to my nose right there. Okay, so if you have dark circles or bags, this is going to help conceal all of that. And this brush just made it so much easier. I felt like I used less, so it felt lighter weight on my under my eye, because you don't want too much stuff going on there because then it'll get cakey and crease and everything else. But do you guys see that difference? I don't know if the pictures are still in my stories, but they were dramatically different and you just couldn't tell. But this brush is kind of a game changer. I'm not even gonna lie. I really like this. And I'm a concealer under eye person, which is probably why I still have most all of this. But I'm kind of liking this because I feel like it hides my wrinkles. It gives me the coverage under eye that I need, and it really helps me with covering up those, look how, you can see it at the edge of my nose, because my skin, I don't know why my nose is so red this morning. We're going to cover that up too though, okay? So here's your eye primer. This bundle is going to come with the eye primer, the foundation, the blush, and the peach palette, and it's $56. Which I think is an incredible deal, okay? So there we go. Now, you can use this eye primer for any other imperfections. So if you have a little bit of acne, you have anything like that, you can put this over that and it kind of creates a smoother look, which is super incredible too, right? Because we all want smooth looking skin. But today we need some coverage on this face because you see how red I am. I would not like this business. Like, this is just my skin. I don't know why. That's just how God made me, okay? But, or I'm having some kind of allergic reaction to something, which could very well be possible too. I have no idea. But BB cream, super simple, super easy. What it has is some natural sun blockers, not enough to be SPF, but it is in FDA. It is up for FDA approval on the sunscreen, on the SPF, which would be incredible. And what I'll tell you is I've never gotten sunburnt with this. So this is a beauty balm. It is great for your skin. It hydrates you, but I am oily and it works amazing for me. It doesn't leave me an oily mess and it's buildable because it is super lightweight. I put it right over that primer. You guys see how it did that, cover my nose really well? That's what I'm here for. All day long is here to cover that red and then put it back on with blush, okay? So I just kind of tap it all on, and then you guys can see kind of where I haven't blended, how it just really evens out my skin tone. We need a little bit more up there. Okay. Yeah. So I use like maybe 2 little drops. First drop was a little heavier, but I knew I wanted a little heavier because my skin was pretty red. Okay, so just a little bit. See that little bitty drop? Pea-size amount. But it goes on. It feels lightweight. It's giving your skin the moisture that it needs so that it's not going to produce more oils or get gross on you throughout the day. And then make sure that you are blending it down on your neck. Okay, there we go. We can buy my brows. Let me make sure. Let me make sure that I got on my brow. Okay. Okay, and then you can set this with powder if you want, but you definitely don't have to. That's kind of a personal preference. I usually do like something set with powder. Okay, so you see how this is what I'm talking about, where it's not that full coverage. You can kind of see that. Can I just take this for a second? And let's just put it right there. Okay. And this is a light coverage. Like, it's definitely not light. I feel like they lie about that. Do you see how it's covering it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's literally amazing. Like, I always felt like I had to use the CC cream because it was a color control and I was red. But this BB cream is a little bit lighter of a formula. So if you're wanting a lighter foundation, it's pretty incredible and pretty awesome. Okay, so this brush is $8.90. I only have a couple left, I think. And it'll be a couple months till it's back. It was a limited edition item. They are adding it to the lineup, but not, it's gonna be in manufacturing for a minute, okay? So, we're gonna contour, and then I'm gonna show you this ombre blush. So, with the peach palette, you can kind of get a little bit more in there. And then still, you can go back to the pictures that I posted in the video on Facebook for, it was on Tuesday, but you can really see the contour shapes for your face, okay? And then just down here a little bit. And then I love this brush right here. This brush is only $6.90. That's crazy, right? The Kabuki brush is only $8.90. That concealer buffer is only $8.90. And then this one is $6.90. Okay, so you guys see how it just gives me that little bit of color and that little bit of definition. Okay. It's so amazing. You guys have big plans this weekend? I really don't think we do. Kyle keeps asking me what I want to do for Mother's Day, and I don't tell him. I don't know if he'll watch my videos. Sometimes he watches them and sometimes he doesn't. I think it always depends on the title. I need to have less catchy titles so he doesn't suck him in, right? But I saw this TikTok that was like, literally on Mother's Day, the last thing that we want to do is plan it, okay? We don't want to plan it. So it's funny, every time he's like, babe, what do you want to do? Like, I have to plan my own day, which I really don't mind. And I'm really content with a whole lot of little things, you know, like I don't have to have a grandiose day. Oh, okay. So there you have that light contour. This isn't a real heavy contour with the peach palette, so it doesn't get away from you super quick. It doesn't like do crazy things, okay? So I want to show you the ombre blush. So remember with my bundle, you get the eye primer, the BB cream. Today you're getting this palette, and then you get a blush, okay? So do you see how I've picked a blush that is dramatically different and darker than that one? Okay, we're gonna start with this one. Just get any kind of blush brush. I can use, if I had a second brush like this, I could definitely use this and I would, but I don't have a second one. I probably need to order one, but this one is gonna be real pigmented, so just be careful with it. But the idea for blush is you're gonna come up and kind of right here. That trend is no longer just on the balls of your cheek. It's up all the way. So with this darker shade, I'm gonna put it just right up here. I'm placing this specifically where I want it. Just a couple little taps in there because it does get it gets bold quick. Okay. You guys, this is like the fanciest thing I do, so I think it's worth taking notes because it's really pretty, okay? So I'm going to just really tap it on up high. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with the peach from this same brush, and that's where you're going to start lower and drag it up into that so you can see where it's lighter down here, and then it kind of gets into that gradual darker shade. And what I really like, I didn't pick this, but we, let me see if I can find it. I have too much, but what I really love is like a shimmer. Like that one's a shimmer. The one in the peach palette is not a shimmer, but it does have the highlight, so it kind of works. And then I just put a little of the lighter color right there, but then you can see where it goes from that light to that dark, and it's like that gradual thing. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with it. And every day I've been doing this ombre blush because one, it's super inexpensive. Our blushes are only $9.90, so they're not crazy high. And then this thing's only 20 bucks, 21 maybe, I don't know. No, $19.90, I wrote it down. And you get all of that too, so there's that for you. And then with our highlight, because today we can highlight, because we're getting the palette in this one, I do it right above the blush on my cheekbone, right there. And you can see how this palette is, for me, it's a whole lot more subtle than the 3-in-1 that's pink. So I like the peach because it is more subtle. It doesn't get away from me as easily. Maybe a little up here. See how it's just really a light? You could definitely get it heavier, you guys, because I'm literally just doing this number to get it to where it even shows there at all. Okay. Voila. Boom. Can you see the ombre blush where it gets that darker at the top up here and then it kind of fades down? I really love it a lot. It is my favorite. So with this bundle, I chose the peach palette. The blush is the #1 Modern Ballet. And then you'd get the BB cream and the eye primer.